Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Winter storms are about to cause a mess for people who are traveling home for the Thanksgiving holiday, and already are. It's starting in the Rocky Mountains, moving into the Midwest. We're talking about snow and lots of it, expected to create flight delays, travel troubles, slick spots on area roadways. Let's go right away to Nathan to find out the latest in our forecast. Nathan?
Yeah, Andrea, of course, we'll be watching the airport delays all day today. In Denver was a heavy delay. Conditions have improved there at the Denver airport. Now a slightly heavy delay, the little orange airplane you see there on the map there in Denver. For the rest of us, we have green airplanes on the map, which means we have minimal delays, so normal airport travel in most other regional airports. That includes Minneapolis and Chicago, of course, Fargo's connecting airports. But of course, looking at that radar, we do have some snow moving into that Grand Island area, entering into Iowa as well. And this system has its eyes glued on the Minneapolis metropolitan area, which of course is the Twin Cities airport there. You have that red box all the way up through the Twin Cities. That's a winter storm warning. Still expecting accumulating snowfall and reduced visibilities in the Minneapolis area through Wednesday afternoon, so tomorrow afternoon. So if you are flying into Minneapolis or even driving toward the Twin Cities tonight into tomorrow, things look to be a bit on the dicey side. Now here in Fargo, if you're heading out to the Parade of Lights this evening, expect temperatures in the low 30s with a north wind, though, around 10 to 15 miles per hour. So it will be a bit wind chilly if you're heading out to the Parade of Lights in Fargo. And then we're into the middle 20s for the rest of this evening in Grand Forks. But of course, the one thing on everyone's focus is this system, Andrea, moving through our second system moving through later on this week. And of course, Andrea will talk more in detail about this system, which everyone's been talking about coming up here in a couple minutes.
Everybody wants to know what is going on when I travel.
And we'll have the answers for you coming up.
All right, thanks, Nathan. And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so that you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you could plan your day. If you're out of town, don't worry. The VNL app works wherever you are. All you have to do is search VNL Weather in the App Store and then download it for free. The Minnesota Department of Transportation is ready to go for the upcoming winter storm. Todd Kraus with the National Weather Service says heavy snowfall and icy road conditions are forecast for central and southern Minnesota later this evening. Kraus said storm warnings were issued all the way from Colorado and Wyoming through Minnesota up to upper Michigan for heavy snow and strong winds.
We're looking at 8 to 12 inches of snow, winds maybe gusting to 30, 40 miles per hour. It's going to be bad. The snow is going to come down hard. It's going to come down fast. Visibility will be very, very poor during the height of the snowstorm. So that's the issue that is going on.
Weather officials are monitoring a second weather system that is expected to come in over the holiday weekend. And Fargo police are reminding you to clear your windshield. Authorities say you shouldn't drive on a street or highway with any frost, condensation, lumber, cardboard, metal, or other non-transparent material on the front windshield. Windshield wipers are also required, so an excuse of they don't work will not fly with police. Sad news for the West Fargo community today as the school district released news of the tragic passing of a 16-year-old student. Officials say Ben Merck was a sophomore at Cheyenne High School. He was diagnosed with ALS in October, and early today, doctors confirmed Ben no longer had any brain activity. We will have more on this story tonight on Valley News Live at 6. Authorities in Richland County are investigating after reports of someone causing a spill at the Meyer grain bin site. Authorities say it happened this morning when they got a call about a person or persons at the grain bin site opening the doors to the grain bins, spilling out an undetermined amount of corn. The farm has about 20 crew members working to try to recover as much corn as possible. The final number of bushels and lost dollar amount is not known at this time. Fargo area Catholic school students will soon have to wear new school uniforms from a high brand. School leaders say they'll help families who may be cash-strapped. But as Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero explains, a parent called our whistleblower hotline saying the uniforms are not affordable.
St. John Paul II Catholic Schools, also known as JP2 in Fargo and West Fargo, is introducing new uniforms. At the moment, students who haven't bought them can skate by with their old ones. But come next school year, the new uniforms must be from the brand Tommy Hilfiger.
We believe it'll bring a greater sense of unity to our schools, identity, consistency, clarity. Again, all issues that we believe will be improved.
School leaders tell us Tommy Hilfiger was chosen because it's recognized by the National Catholic Education Association, and they say has the best prices and quality.
In looking at our elementary students who are on the playground and again the fast growth, etc., we'll have a polo that's a single vendor, but the pants and the shorts can be from any other store, as is currently the case.
A parent who reached out to our whistleblower hotline says Tommy Hilfiger is too expensive. The parent says they'd buy Catholic school uniforms at reasonably priced stores like Old Navy or Target. School leaders tell me that they are working to address some of the financial issues some parents may have, including being able to afford the new uniforms.
We certainly would not want to lose any families, and we'll do everything we can to assist families with the transition, and particular families that would have a very difficult time with affordability.
JP2 says the new uniforms will help limit distractions and put kids from different economic classes on a leveled playing field. In Fargo, Joshua Peguero, Valley News Live.
JP2 Catholic Schools says Tommy Hilfiger will have at least 3 sales to help with cost. Those who don't wear school uniforms will not be allowed in the classroom and can be sent home to change. If you need help with an issue in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, 701-237-6576, and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth. It's really starting to feel like the holidays with the parade of lights in Fargo tonight. That's why police want to remind you and get you ready for some road closures in the downtown area. They say no parking signs are up along the parade route and 2nd Avenue North. If you park there, you will be towed at your expense. Other road closures include Main Avenue and Broadway at 4 p.m. Main and 4th Street will be at 5:45 p.m. and 6th Avenue North is expected to close at 6:15 p.m. All roads will be back up and running tonight at 8 o'clock. Americans will gobble up more than 40 million turkeys between now and the end of the year. But as Kyle Maduro reports, 2 will escape the holiday season thanks to a bit of presidential intervention.
On behalf of the entire Trump family, I wish each and every one of you a very happy Thanksgiving.
Turkey isn't on the White House menu this Thanksgiving. At least, not these turkeys. Bread and butter. In a tradition that dates back to the time of Lincoln, President Donald Trump issued a holiday pardon.
Butter, I wish you a lot of luck, but I hereby grant you a full and complete pardon.
But both birds will be spared from the table, retiring to a farm on Virginia Tech's campus. The North Carolina farmer who raised them says he's honored to see his turkeys at the top of the pecking order.
When you're a turkey grower, to get your turkeys, to get to raise it and get to come to the White House and meet the president, I mean, that's as good as it gets for me.
Before they met the president, bread and butter upgraded from their farm digs to a swanky D.C. hotel, paid for by the National Turkey Federation. That's where we caught up with the dynamic duo.
Bread, butter, thank you for joining me today. Are you sick of all the foul puns out there? Considering walking out in this interview too, huh? How badly did the founders screw up when they picked the bald eagle as the national bird?
They may be bird brains, but clearly they know enough to dodge a politically loaded question. In Washington, I'm Kyle Madura.
Officials say the turkeys were beyond excited over today's decision.